Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Save File with me, Mike. I'm going to be doing a review today, which means that I'm going to be listening to a song that I've already heard and greatly enjoy and just want to share with the world. That's something that I will do every so often. Normally, I will react to new things or things that are new to me, things that I haven't heard before, but every once in a while, I will do a song that I really like and just want to talk about. So today, I will be reviewing Fresh Attitude Young Body by Bomb the Music Industry off of their 2003 album, I think, Scrambles. Now, Scrambles was my first introduction to Bomb the Music Industry, and I remember distinctly not liking it at first. I remember thinking, I just remember not liking it. I think the first time I heard it, I was in college, and I just wasn't feeling it. And then one day I went back to it, and it just kind of clicked, and I fell in love with the band. And the band leader, vocalist, guitar player, Jeff Rosenstock, is a huge inspiration to me. I love his lyricism. He's also not a great singer. A lot of people don't like his vocals because they're very unrefined, and he just kind of, I don't know, I guess he's not that great of a singer, but I really like him because his singing is full of passion, which is something that really comes across, and the music itself, they're kind of pop punk, kind of punk, kind of power pop. There's a lot of different stuff going on here, and a big reason for that is it's like a big DIY project where he would just have his friends come in and record with him. There was no real solid lineup to BTMI, and it all sounds like it sounds like a lot of fun chaos is how I put it. Like, I think that's the best way to describe the sound of the band. And, he has a lot of solo work. He's been in other bands, such as the Arrogant Sons of Bitches, which are a ska band, and Antarctigo Vespucci, who are another power pop band, and his solo work is also great, and I just think he's great. I love Jeff Rosenstock. So we are going to listen to Fresh Attitude, Young Body, one of my favorite songs from possibly my favorite BTMI album. It's this or Vacation. They're all really good, though. I love piano as well. I wish I had kept playing the piano. Not an almost unrefined sound, though it all ties together.
A hard minute dust, a gray Brooklyn sky, a train that I'm missing, a cheap travel mug that leaks from the side, damp coat and mittens. If you don't find a steady job now, if you don't find a steady job now. Someone to love now. If you don't find someone to love now, you will die freezing cold and alone. You will die freezing cold and alone.
Another reason that I love Bomb the Music Industry and Jeff Rosenstock is the lyrical content. It's just very relatable stuff. A lot of songs that I listen to just feel like extravagant or over the top, and it's, listening to lyrics about everyday stuff and everyday anxieties and worries is just cathartic and therapeutic. Like the lyrics, if you don't find a steady job, if you don't find someone to love, you will die freezing cold and alone. So speaking as someone who is currently unemployed, unfortunately, trying to find a job, and also had a rough relationship last year that ended poorly. Uh, you know, and before that, I hadn't had a relationship in like 10 years. Haha, big surprise. Um, it's things that you think about it, and especially as you get older, like I just turned 30. No job, no girlfriend, poor, in debt, all bad things. And it's like, listening to something like this, it should make me feel shitty. It should make me be like, shit, man, I don't have someone to love. I don't have a steady job. I'm going to die freezing cold and alone. And it should make you feel shitty, but at the same time, it's like, other people know what it's like. So it kind of makes you feel better to know that you're not alone, which is weird because it should make you feel worse to know that other people are in the same situation that you're in. So it's a weird dichotomy, but it's very relatable lyrics, and that's part of why I like it so much. So let's keep going.
They got a full-blown home. They're married with kids. I'm doing dishes alone in your car. The heat doesn't work. Baby, we're scrambling. If you don't find a steady job now, if you don't find a steady job now, oh no. If you don't find someone to love now, if you don't find someone to love now, you're alone in your bed, in a hospital bed, and your family and friends will inherit your debt as you breathe from machines. Yeah, I know it sounds mean, but you're probably gonna die alone. If you don't find it hard to match now, find yourself a steady spot now. Your family and friends will inherit your debt. Hey, you're probably gonna die alone. Yeah, your family and friends will inherit your debt. Hey, you're probably gonna die alone.
So yeah, that's maybe my favorite BTMI song. There's a lot to it, like the lyrics, obviously. Another huge thing that I love about it is it kind of gets more chaotic as it goes along. Like everyone kind of starts playing more sloppily almost. The biggest example is the piano, where you can clearly hear wrong notes that they left in. So it adds to that sense of futility and frustration that the song gives off, despite its happier sounding vibe, that it's almost chaotic because you hear the wrong notes, you hear things being slightly off time, and you can hear the intensity, again, especially on the piano, where it sounds like they're hitting the keys harder and harder, and it almost does like a spiral into chaos or madness later in the song. And not in like a, crazy brutal kind of way, but in a holy shit, I'm so frustrated that I'm just laying it out kind of way. And that's something that you would expect to sound darker or with more yelling or more chaotic, but it still sounds like a happier song despite all of that. So it's a really cool vibe that it gives off, where it's kind of the outlook I have that it almost like gallows humor, where bad stuff keeps happening, but I try my hardest to, look at the bright side of things. And sometimes that comes out in a darker attitude where I still say things happily. So, I don't know. This is just a song that I relate to very much and I really like. So I hope that someone who has never heard of this band or never heard the song or seen any of this before checks this out and discovers that they like it, because that's what I'm trying to do with this channel, is help people discover things that they may not have known about before, and hopefully they like them. And that's why I would recommend you check out my other videos where I'm trying to cover a whole variety of things that I've never heard before and run the gamut of genres and styles and all that nonsense. So if you would go check out those other videos, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Recently hit 100 subscribers, pretty cool. Not a huge number, but huge to me. It's 100 more people that, I'm connected to than I wasn't before. And if you would be so kind as to check out the podcast my friends and I do, which is called The Role Less Taken. We are currently playing Weave by the Monocle Society. Our current campaign is called Vagabonds, where we are using the Solar Age setting from Weave to do things in space. There are space ships, space cats, and all other types of space things. Space shenanigans is how I would describe it. Again, that is The Role Less Taken. Role is spelled R-O-L-E. You can find that on Spotify, Google, iTunes, Stitcher, most places where you can find podcasts. You can also find us on social medias, on Facebook and Instagram at The Role Less Taken, and on Twitter at Role Less Taken. Again, role is spelled R-O-L-E. And that's all I've got. I hope you liked this video. I hope you check out others. I hope you check out the podcast. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, I kindly request that you be kind to each other, damn it. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.